the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. His family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
What's up, guys? It's myself here from Stratagenesis, and this is the second level of the BioShock guide. This is Neptune's Bounty and Smugglers' Hideout.
Days go by like wind.
On that corner right there, there's that explodable tank, which can be really useful for throwing it at the Big Daddy later when you're gonna fight it. But how I approach this level is by not going towards the center, because there's two machine guns, one directly under. There's a turret directly under you, and there's a turret on the opposite side of that. On the opposite side of this, like, courtyard or whatever. So here I'm being shot at by that machine gun because I decided to leave it alive. If you jump down and hack it, then what it happens is that it starts shooting enemies as they spawn, and it's more likely to die. It's more likely to die because otherwise it doesn't shoot at the bad guys. So if you want to use it against the Big Daddies, it's probably a better idea to just leave it alive. Or, sorry, not leave it alive. What I mean is leave it unhacked. But I did jump down here and hack that one turret simply because there's a diary down there. And in the center there, you'll see that in the center of the courtyard, there's a tonic that I don't pick up right away. That one is called Medical Expert. That one is Medical Expert. The easy way to deal with these guys is to grab their grenades, toss it at them, and either beat them with a wrench or shoot them while they're on the ground. And yeah, they drop grenades like martyrdom. So yeah, we want to stay away from them when you finish killing them. More often than not, they actually drop a grenade. Now, in this area down here, there's actually a camera, and you can see the light down there. So what you want to do is just equip lightning bolt just in case you mistime it. But yeah, just jump down there, hack that camera, and there's some ammo over here for a machine gun. And a turret. Directly ahead of us is a rocket turret thing. You don't want to jump straight ahead in this area because that thing will just shoot rockets at you until you die. Like, it is ridiculous. Even when it's friendly, it's still really dangerous for you. So I would suggest if you stay in this area, it doesn't actually shoot at you. I don't know why. So just shoot at the enemies with the pistol through here, and then proceed. Just pretty much jump down and then throw lightning bolts at it, like Thor. Saving is recommended before you jump down here. So There it is. You can hear it up there, shooting rockets.
I shall lay my vengeance.
Now, after you hack that turret, there will be some guys up there. A guy or two that are trying to shoot at you. There's also a couple of guys down at the bottom, the little water that we just came from, the watery area down there. Also, it's worth mentioning that in this difficulty, oh yeah, go ahead and grab Winter Blast. Even though I didn't grab it right here, that was kind of dumb. But yeah, just go ahead and grab Winter Blast. You absolutely need that for later. It's worth mentioning here that in this difficulty, the bolt doesn't actually kill them in one shot like it does in regular difficulty, or even I think like easy or regular difficulty. It does like a third of the damage, the electrocution damage. So that's just worth mentioning.
We have turned away from your light. Cowards!
It's worth mentioning that the code for this door is 5380, and that'll let you in, or you can just hack it, like I did there.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear to you. You give us Fontaine, and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonald's. But if you prefer to play the mule, treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Timmy? Timmy? Ready to talk now?
Go on, Solomon. Go on, do your dirty. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me. Fontaine gets in trouble!
Who can blame a lady who craves variety?
Now, in order to continue with the level, you're actually gonna have to go and do this part of the level.
Day, the gentleman stopped calling.
And I have to say that, I don't know, I guess the freezing thing could be helpful, but you don't actually do damage when they're frozen. The damage you do to them while they're frozen is to shatter, so that's something to keep in mind.
Master's office and find old Peach on research camera. Maybe I could manage an invite. What was that? My friend, you are fucked.
You can also grab those knives that they throw back at you. When they're up on the roof, they throw knives at you. You can telekinesis those and toss them back.
something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
As you can tell, it actually took like 3 electrocutions to kill them, so yeah, not fun.
Who said that?
Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. Seems a decent enough source. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
I'll never stop chasing you! Never!
The Little Sisters Orphanage. In troubled times, give your little girl a library she doesn't. After all, children are the future of Rapture.
You think you can get away with this? Coward.
Something on your face, Monster, I can see you. Come back!
See, this is what I meant when your turrets are hacked, they'll shoot at enemies. So I went out and or sort of tried to help my turret not die there.
The great chain is pulling away from me. Perhaps it's time to give it a tug.
Are you afraid of me, monster? You're my lion! Coward!
This would be a good spot to save, just saying, before you come out here. Oh, also the bad guys in this area, for some reason they like to crowd around the Big Daddy while they're shooting at you. So if you notice, I'm not actually shooting back because he's near the Big Daddy and the little sister. So unless he's actually like a good distance apart, you see what I mean? He's like standing in front of the Big Daddy. So yeah, you want to be really careful on where you shoot, because that'll cost you dearly. Try not to shoot in the direction of the Big Daddy there. Now, on this outer area here, there's a bunch of stuff you can collect just by using telekinesis. So also, when you use telekinesis, it doesn't actually spend any Eve unless you shoot it back, unless you like push it back. So you can just use it to bring stuff to you for free. Now there's a turret on the right behind me there. Oh, and there's two Diaries right next to each other. One of them's inside of the body, so you have to search the body, and the other one's just lying right next to it. So you want to make sure you grab those two. Now, I actually shoot the cameras. I don't know if you can hang this one up there, if you jump or something like that, but I just went ahead and destroyed it because it's just kind of annoying to have it watching you there.
This Fontaine fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace, to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of hoodlum. The kind with vision.
The research camera looks just like one you'd see topside. According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information, parse biological structures, and lots of other $5 words.
This area here is what I would call the Gauntlet, or the Alamo, whatever you prefer. You do not want to harm any of these turrets. This is where you're going to be killing the Big Daddy. In fact, you want to take bullets for the other turrets if you can, because it is super, super important that you keep these things alive. I cannot stress that enough. It'll make your life a million times easier if you can keep these turrets alive. So... So here, I'm not letting the person shoot back at the turret because we don't want them to harm the turrets. They can actually do pretty substantial damage to the turrets, so... Also, a word on the cameras. There's a camera on the room to my left here. I think it's to my left. And I think I ended up hacking it. You might not want to hack it yet because when you get the research camera, you're going to need to research everything. And that includes turrets. In order to get the research PhD trophy, you need to fully research everything. So that's not just the bad guys. That's turrets, the bots, the cameras. Anything that can be researched has to be researched. Though I actually don't research cameras for a while. I like later realized while I was recording, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to be snapping pictures of these damn things. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
Now, is it? That's what we've come to? Now look, I don't make the laws here, I just enforce them. But I didn't come to Rapture to string men up for running contraband. If Ryan and his crew have their law, then they can have my badge.
As far as hacking is concerned, I use the what's that? The buyout one. If it's anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks, because that keeps your money down. You're constantly picking up money, so you want to be able to spend it almost as fast as you're getting it. If you find yourself low on money, of course, then you don't do it, but I personally didn't have any trouble with money.
Now get me some snaps on those splicers, and don't come back down here till you've got my research.
Now the general idea with the research camera is to snap as many pictures as you possibly can of the same subject until you get no more points. You'll get less and less points as you snap pictures, but you'll get substantially more points than if you only snap one picture of a subject. Also, in order to maximize your points, what you want to do is use the ice power. I forget what it's called, just slipped my mind. Use the ice power and you freeze them while they're doing an attack on you or on anybody else for that matter, and then you get up close to them until they take up a good chunk of your screen, and then you snap pictures of them. You can also press down R3, or you can sync down the right thumbstick so that it zooms in if you're on the Xbox. I think it should be the same. And that zooms in to them, so like if you need to take pictures of the little sisters and you need to get up closer to them, you can do that.
I'm lonely. You think you know me?
Now, in this part, there's a security bullseye thing. This plasmid is, I mean, it's kind of whatever, so I don't actually equip it. I much prefer having telekinesis to deal with nitro splicers and have the lightning power, which you never want to switch out, for dealing with bots and just stunning people, which is really, really, really useful. So just keep that in mind. Also, once again, there's a camera right there, and it has to be like an enemy camera, like unhacked. So just go ahead and snap pictures of that thing too.
This little Sea Slug has come along and glued together all the crazy ideas I've had since the war. Starting just human damaged cells
Bienvenido al amorito. Muchas gracias.
As you can tell, I bought the anti-personal rounds for the machine gun, and those are really good, especially for those the spider splicers. They're really strong, and the gun splicers. Yeah, the gun splicers I think are also have like a lot of HP, so just keep that in mind.
If things weren't bad enough, it seems that even our water system's sprung a leak. Yep, that's right. Irrigation system in Arcadia. You have the research camera? Good.
Okay, this is the next checkpoint. You want to save here, for sure.
It is your duty to
Before you proceed on to the next area, you definitely want to save here if you're on the hardest difficulty, because this area up ahead can be pretty challenging.
Neptune for supplies. Fontaine and pigs. They stink.
See, now if you'd gotten the ice power, you'd be able to freeze these guys here and take snap pictures of them. But I actually almost died trying to take pictures of them here. Now in this area there is a single spider splicer, and you could use that to freeze. If you had the freeze power, you could freeze it again and take pictures of it.
We tricked you, monster.